वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देवा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। श्री गणेशा श्री गणेशा श्री गणेश नमो।
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 ॐ श्री गणेशा श्री गणेशा श्री गणेश नमो।
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 विद्यादायक बुद्धिप्रदायक 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 श्री गणेश नमो।
श्री गणेशा श्री गणेशा श्री गणेश नमो।
श्री गणेशा श्री गणेशा श्री गणेश नमो।
नमो गणेश नमो। नमो गणेश नमो।
नमो गणेश नमो। नमो गणेश नमो।
नमो गणेश नमो।
जय गुरु ओंकारा, जय जय सद्गुरु ओंकारा।
जय गुरु ओंकारा, जय जय सद्गुरु ओंकारा।
ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदाशिव, हर 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 महादेवा।
ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदाशिव, हर 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 महादेवा।
तुम्ही आधार, तुम्ही आधेया, तुम ही ब्रह्म निराधारा। तुम्ही आधारा, तुम्ही आधेया, तुम ही ब्रह्म गुरु 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 तुझ बिन जग में कछु नहीं भावे, तुम संग चलत परम सुख पावे। तुझ बिन जग में कछु नहीं भावे, तुम संग चलत परम सुख पावे। तुझ बिन जग में कछु नहीं भावे, तुम संग चलत परम सुख पावे। तुझ बिन जग में
कछु नहीं भावे, तुम संग चलत परम सुख पावे।
ओम गुरु 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 अंतर मन में तुझे बसाया, जहाँ देखो मैंने दर्शन पाया, अंतर मन में
तुझे बसाया, जहाँ देखूं मैंने दर्शन पाया।
अंतर मन में तुझे बसाया, जहाँ देखो मैंने दर्शन पाया।
अंतर मन में तुझे बसाया,
जहाँ देखो मैंने दर्शन पाया। गुरु 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 गुरु
शिवाय नमः। ॐ नमः शिवाय। शिवाय शिवाय नमो ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय
नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमो ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय
शिवाय हर हर शिव शम्भो
शिवाय हर हर शिव शम्भो
ॐ शिवाय हर हर शिव शम्भो
शिवाय हर हर शिव शम्भो
ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमो ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय
नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमो ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय
ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमो ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय
नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमो ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय
ॐ शिवाय हर हर शिव शम्भो शिवाय हर हर शिव शम्भो ॐ शिवाय हर हर शिव शम्भो
शिवाय हर हर शिव शम्भो
ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमो ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय ॐ नमः
शिवाय शिवाय नमो ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय
ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमो ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय
नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमो ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय
ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಹೋಯ್ತಾ ಚೆಕ್ ಅಡಿ
अनेक जन्म संप्राप्त कर्मबंध विदाहिने आत्मज्ञानप्रदानेन तस्मै श्री गुरवे अंतरतम नी गुरु हे आत्म तमोहारी अंतरतम नी गुरु हे आत्म तमोहारी अंतरतमनी गुरु हे आत्म तमोहारी जटिल कुटिल अंतरंग बहुभाव विपिन संचारी अंतरतमनी गुरु अंतरतम नी गुरु हे आत्म तमोहारी जटिल कुटिल अंतरंग बहुभाव विपिन संचारी अंतरतमनी गुरु अंतरतम नी गुरु हे आत्म तमोहारी जनोम जनोम शतकोटि जनोम जनोम शतकोटि संस्कार जनोम जनोम शतकोटि जनोम जनोम शतकोटि जनोम जनोम शतकोटि संस्कार परम चरम संस्कारी परम चरम संस्कारी अंतरतम नी गुरु अंतरतम नी गुरु हे आत्म तमोहारी
How are you all? Good. You have no choice. Ha.
Gurudev, we have senior officers today from the Indian Administrative Services, Indian Revenue Services, and also scientists from across India doing the Art of Living program today in the campus. We have over 100 personnel from the BSF forces also doing the program with us today. We welcome them all once again, and they have questions for you.
Okay, go ahead, go ahead.
So the first question is, from Narendra Sharma ji, Ministry of Jal Shakti. His question is Ahimsa Parmo Dharma. Don't you think India as a race, a civilization, as a culture, has paved a way, has paid a very high price for following the ahimsa during the last millennium? Would like you to please elaborate what is hinsa and what is ahimsa. Shouldn't we read the full text? Ahimsa parmo dharma, dharma hinsa tathaivacha.
We must understand what is ahimsa. Ahimsa is not being violent for selfish reason on others. Ahimsa is not an action, but it is an attitude. Now, self-defense is also ahimsa. You cannot consider self-defense as hinsa. If a beast is coming to attack you and you protect yourself, you can't call it hinsa. It is ahimsa. I hope that makes it clear. Yeah. But the wrong understanding of ahimsa has led to complacence. And complacence is not the virtue. But ahimsa is a virtue. Non-violence is virtue. But complacence and giving up when you have a responsibility to protect everybody, that cannot be called as ahimsa.
Gurudev, this question is from Professor Vagesh, IIT Madras. He's asking, what is the physical nature of Atma or soul, and how does moksha feel like for an Atma?
Oh, very simple. Let me start from your second question. You ask your children when the day their exams are over. They come home, throw the bags, and they'll just throw themselves on the sofa. Hi. Or the day results come and they pass. Wow, passed. That's a glimpse of moksha. Or if you're traveling in a long journey and the journey breaks and you have to come out of the bus or train or plane, you say, hi. You have a sign of relief and release. And say, oh my God, it's over. The sense of it's all over is moksha. When the mind is going through such turbulence, when those turbulence ends and suddenly you realize, oh, it was all just a joke. I took it too seriously. Then that is moksha. When you have a nightmare and when you wake up and you know it's all over, it was just a dream, that is moksha. That is the experience of moksha. Similarly in life, when you see some good things happen, some bad things happen, good days happen, bad days happen, things happen the way you want, they don't happen the way you want. And finally, curtain falls on all that. And when you realize this, then you can't but smile. You'll keep smiling. And that smile that wells up from deep within you, which nothing can take away and nothing can shake, that is moksha. What is the previous question?
What is the physical nature?
Nature of Atman. What is the nature of sky? Space. Atma is not an entity, a person. It is the space. So, you are a space. You are a field. Atma is just Chaitanya, energy. Consciousness is Atma. And consciousness is not an object. What are the nature of consciousness? It is aware, it knows itself, and it is there. Nobody can deny, nobody can say, I am not there. Right? Who is saying I am not there? That person is there. That is Atma, self.
Santosh Mehra from the IPS services, he's asking, India has a rich tradition of Guru Shishya Parampara. We celebrate our President Dr. Radhakrishna ji's birthday as Teachers' Day. We have Dronacharya Award in sports for best coaches. Kabir placed Guru and God as one. Guru Gobind dono khade, kaake lagu pai. But it is not so in the other countries. Furthermore, in USA, Europe, they make fun of Hinduism, monkey god for Hanumana, elephant god for Ganesha. Despite so many disadvantages, Art of Living Foundation has spread in more than 156 countries. Truly outstanding. My question is, what were the challenges that you faced in spreading this message in so many countries? How did you handle them? Any lessons for us as how we can handle them in our services, as being a civil servant? How can I handle these challenges if they come to me?
Oh, I think we can give a series of discourse. 40, we just completed 40 years in Art of Living. And 40 years, very colorful journey. There were quite big challenges, of course. There are prejudice, not just abroad, even in India, there is a lot of prejudice about anything. There is gender prejudice, there is racial prejudice, there is religion prejudice, there is prejudice about spirituality, there is prejudice of their own, people have their own traditions and they don't want to listen to anything which is outside their tradition. This sort of thing is there even here in India. And sometimes people think they know everything and they don't know anything. So all these challenges are there. But for you, one thing you should know, that when challenges come to you, you have solution. That's why such challenge come in front of you. The nature puts the solution before and then put the question in front of you. Challenge. This much we should have attention, faith. Yeah.
Bureaucracy is supposed to be independent in Indian democracy, but at present it has become committed bureaucracy. A committed bureaucracy can give an objective and welfare-related decision. What is the solution? Change in system or some remedy is available. Today's situation is राजा ने कहा रात है, मंत्री ने कहा रात है, संगी ने कहा रात है, ये सुबह सुबह की बात है.
सुबह की बात शाम को हम क्यों करें? उसको सुबह के लिए छोड़ देते. हाँ है ऐसा. मगर देखिए, bureaucracy has a very important role to play. If this country has changed and people have been guided, bureaucracy has played a very vital role for both the progress and lack of it. Bureaucracy has a very big role to play. So, but what I am concerned is the bureaucrats are tensed, if they're stressed, and while taking decisions, if they have prejudice, it affects a lot. So that's why I feel this knowledge of how to get rid of stress, how to have a calm, serene, and strong mind is essential. You know, when I conducted a meditation in United Nations building, the Secretary General then Ban Ki-moon, I think this was 2015, Ban Ki-moon, she said, Gurudev, I think before every negotiations we should have this meditation. I said, it's a very good realization. He says, if we could do all our negotiations with this calm collective mind, I don't think any breakdown will happen in any communication. Communication breakdown is a very big issue in any decision making or in any collective decisions. So, I think it is very important. Meditation is so important. It's as important as being healthy. And meditation can also give that intuitive ability in us to see what to say, where to say, how to do, how to make things happen, and whether something will help, will work or not. Even this, ideas. See, our entire action depends on our ideas, our thought process. And our thought process depends on our state of mind. If our mind is stressed, you can't expect a brilliant idea to come out of that mind, isn't it? Don't you think so? Yeah.
This question is being asked by Dr. Shilpi Sharma, IIT Delhi. What is gut feeling in biological sense? And further, she asks, yesterday you had mentioned about choosing the gut feeling over intellect when in conflict. How can we be so sure of it? Is intellect secondary to the gut feeling?
I wouldn't keep one above the other. They all have their place. Our hands are, if you ask me what is more important, your eyes or your hands, I would say both. You can't compare actually, right? Eyes give the knowledge, hands does the action. So similarly, intellect has its role to play. But there is something beyond the intellect, that is the gut feeling, our intuitive ability. We should not miss that. As a kid, you all had it. As a child, you were more intuitive. But as we grow up, somewhere we miss, and that is because of our stress. It all boils down to stress finally. Yeah.
This question is being asked by C.H. Srinivas Rao from DRDO Bangalore. He's asking why we are all afraid of death when it is inevitable.
Yeah, that is my question. Why? Because we never asked about it. We never think about it. We don't know about it. Anything that we don't know is always, the unknown is always causes fear. And how to know death? When you expand your consciousness, see life from a bigger picture, then you know, this is so obvious, it's all happens. Again here, meditation. If you know meditation, then there is no fear. And fear, hatred, and love These are three different forms of a single energy. So when there is love, there is no fear. When there is hatred, there is no fear. Terrorists have no fear. And people who are in deep love, in bhakti, they have no fear. And if you are committed for a great cause, our soldiers, see, they have such dedication to the nation. Where is the fear? They put their heart and soul, and because they love the country, they love the people. So there is so much love in them for the nation, so they have no fear. They go to Shaichin, they go and stand in the borders, because there is a commitment. So when there is a commitment and there is dedication, there is no fear. And if someone is so committed to truth or welfare of something, where is the fear for them? We have our volunteers working in the flood affected areas. Whenever the flood happens in Bihar or anywhere in the country or anywhere in the world, they just jump into action. Where is the fear for? They don't even think about themselves. Yet the fear is there because we don't have that greater sense of belongingness, number one. Second, we are not aware about our own mind, our consciousness. Third is we are not aware of our emotions at all. And link between the emotion, breath and certain location in our body. And meditation will make you understand. In our advanced course, silence course, this is what we understand. People and learn about it. How one emotion, one energy moves in different emotions. We learn about all our emotions. Jealousy, it's common. Jealousy, greed, and generosity, gratefulness, grief. What are all these emotions? How they all act differently in our body. This knowledge is there, available. The Kundalini, the inner power, the Kundalini energy, when it rises, and at different parts of the body, that manifests as different energy. Like love, hatred and fear, you will find it in the heart region. Gratefulness and grief in the throat region. Anger and alertness in between the eyebrows. So there is a lot to know about this. So take those 4 days, 5 days, go deep in silence, and advanced course is the answer. Yeah?
गुरुदेव, कुछ प्रश्न हिंदी में.
हाँ, हिंदी में चलो.
मेरा 5 वर्ष का बेटा मुझसे मृत्यु के बारे में पूछता है. उसे इस विषय के बारे में बिना डराए कैसे समझाऊं?
बोलो कोई बात नहीं, वो तो देखो बेटा, वो इधर सो जाते हैं और जाग जाते हैं दूसरी जगह. एक कपड़ा शरीर जैसा, कपड़ा भी शरीर जैसा है ना. देखो कई बार बच्चे प्रश्न पूछते हैं, उत्तर के लिए वो वेट नहीं करते, इंतजार नहीं करते, वो पूछ के निकल जाते हैं. तुम बड़बड़ अपना उत्तर बोलते रहे, वो उनके भीतर जाता भी नहीं है. कई बार कई प्रश्नों का उत्तर आपको सिर्फ मुस्कुराते ही बताना पड़ेगा, मुस्कान से. अब बच्चे पूछते हैं, ये मेरी बहन या मेरा भाई कैसे आ गया? आज तक तो मैं अकेला ही राजा था, अब मेरा भाई एक आ गया घर पे, कैसे आ गया, कहाँ से आ गया? अब क्या उसको बताओगे? तो विदेश में तो कहेंगे वो स्टॉक लेके आए, चिड़िया लेके आए. तुम लोग को नर्स ने दे दिया मुझे अस्पताल से. वो बोले नर्स को वापस दे दो, क्यों लेके आए? भाई कुछ प्रश्न समयोचित नहीं होता है. ऐसे बच्चों में भी, हम भी जब छोटे थे, हमको इतना अवॉइड करके रखा था कि लोग मरते भी हैं, मुझे पता ही नहीं था लोग मरते हैं। और जब लोग ये शव का प्रोसेशन जाता था तो उसको देखने नहीं देने, कभी हमको उससे बचा के रखते थे। फिर भी मैं खिड़की से इधर से उधर से कूद के छत पे जाके देख लेता था, वो बिठा के ले जाते शव का जुलूस। तो बोलते थे ये तो वो भगवान है जैसे, और ये आंख बंद भगवान है ये बोलते थे। बाकी सब भगवान तो आंख खुले हुए चलते हैं ना, ये आंख बंद भगवान है। मैं भी सोचता ढोलक बज रही है, लोग फूल माला चढ़ा के फूल बड़े सज धज के बिठा के ले जाते हैं। यहाँ कुछ कम्युनिटी में ऐसा प्रथा है, हम जुलूस से भगवान के जुलूस ऐसे समझ रहे थे। फिर बाद में एक दिन पता चला कि लोग मर जाएंगे। अब हमको लगा कौन मरेंगे, जो वृद्ध हो जाते वही मरते हैं। तो हमको लगा अरे हमारे नानी तो दादी माँ तो सबसे वृद्ध वही घर, वही मर जाएगी। मर जाते वक्त क्या होगा, बोले कि सांस रुक जाएगा, आदमी मर जाएगा। तो मैं देखता था ये सांस इसका रुकना नहीं चाहिए रात भर। और वो कराटे लेती थी। मैं पहले नाटक करता था जैसे मैं सो रहा हूँ, फिर उसका कराटे शब्द कान में पड़ते तो ठीक था। मैं जैसे वो बंद हुआ, मैं वो चल के बैठ के उसको हिलाता था। दादी माँ को, हम भी 5-6 साल के थे उस वक्त, ज़्यादा था। तो उस वक्त तो यही था कि कोई सांस लेना बंद हो तो फिर उनको, हमको ऐसे सपना आता था कि सांस लेना बंद हो गया, फिर मैं आके हिलाता तो उड़ जाती थी ऐसे। बच्चों को सब बातों के जवाब देने की कोई आवश्यकता नहीं, समझेंगे भी नहीं, समझाओगे कैसे भाई, नहीं होता। उनकी प्रश्नों को दबाना नहीं, उन्हें हाँ पूछो, इससे प्रश्न पूछते जाने। ऐसे नहीं पूछते, हम कहते अरे ऐसे प्रश्न नहीं पूछते, ऐसे हम दबा देते कई बार। वो भी नहीं करना है, और उत्तर देने की उत्सुकता भी नहीं रखनी है, और उनको सुनने की भी कोई पड़ी नहीं है। वो ऐसे ही आनंद लेना उसका।
गुरुदेव, अगर भगवान भोले भाव से ही प्राप्त हो जाते हैं तो पार्वती जी को इतना तप क्यों करना पड़ा?
ये तो अच्छी बात है, भगवान तो सब जगह है ही है, फिर तप क्यों किया? तप की अपनी महत्वता है, तो उस महत्वता को समझाने के लिए ये कहा, देखो पार्वती जी ने भी तप किया, तुम भी करो। माने किसी भी उम्र के किसी भी स्तर के लोगों को तप करना चाहिए, ये संदेश देने के लिए बता। हमारे देखो शास्त्रों में पुराणों में कई तरह की बातें हैं, बिल्कुल विपरीत है। अजामिल का क्या हुआ, जिंदगी भर गलत काम करता रहा, आखिरी में बेटे का नाम नारायण था, नारायण नारायण बोला, ये बोले कि उसको तो मुक्ति मिल गई, एक क्षण में मिल गया, नारायण नारायण बोला। अच्छा भगवान इतने बेवकूफ़ी थे क्या कि उनको समझ में नहीं आया, हमको नहीं बुलाया तो बेटे को बुलाया उसने। ये सब प्रश्न वहाँ पूछने वाली बात नहीं होती। क्यों? उसका संदेश यही है, फूल तोड़ने में देरी हो सकती है, भगवान से मिलने में नहीं। कहते हैं ये जो सब जगह है, सब व्याप्त है, शांत मन हो जाए, बस उतना ही। अब पार्वती ने तपस्या क्यों करी? पार्वती का ही माने सारे भावनाएं, और इतनी सारी भावनाएं उभरती है, उठती है, और इन सब भावनाओं को शांत करना ही तप है। तप का लाभ यही है, कायेंद्र सिद्धि, शरीर मजबूत होता, शरीर मजबूत होता है, मन मजबूत होता है, इसीलिए तप करते हैं, ईश्वर प्राप्ति के लिए नहीं। समझ रहे हैं ना? शरीर और मन को सुदृढ़ करने के लिए तप करते हैं, और मन और शरीर सुदृढ़ होता है तो फिर जो मिली मिलाया है और उसकी अनुभूति होने लगती, पर्दा हट जाता है।
गुरुदेव, ये प्रश्न राजकुमार शर्मा से, डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी, न्यू दिल्ली। हमारी हैप्पीनेस पाने की चाह ही एक स्ट्रेस बन जाती है। इस स्ट्रेस को कंट्रोल करने के लिए गुरुजी के विचार। दूसरा एक भाग इसका, हैप्पीनेस पाने के ट्रैक्स स्पिरिचुअलिज्म एंड साइंस में आप क्या रिलेशनशिप देखते हैं? हम यानी कि भारत हैप्पीनेस स्पिरिचुअलिज्म के माध्यम से पा रहे हैं, जबकि वेस्टर्न वर्ल्ड हैप्पीनेस साइंस और इनोवेशन के माध्यम से कोशिश कर रहे हैं। क्या कभी इन दो ट्रैक्स की मैरिज होगी?
मैं तो इन दोनों को अलग समझता ही नहीं हूं। आप इन दोनों को अलग अलग जेंडर कर दिए और दूरी बना दिया। नहीं भाई, एक दूसरे का एक्सटेंशन है। साइंस युवावस्था हो तो प्रौढ़ावस्था कह सकते हैं स्पिरिचुअलिटी। यह क्या है? यह विज्ञान है। मैं कौन हूं? यह अध्यात्म है। अब थियोरी ऑफ रिलेटिविटी वगैरह आने के बाद तो सब्जेक्ट, जब सब्जेक्ट का असर ऑब्जेक्ट पर होता है, नॉलेज पर होता है हमारा, तो तब तो ये दोनों एक हो गया। थियोरी ऑफ रिलेटिविटी आई गई इधर। तो यही बात तो है। देखिए, भारत में कभी भी हम लोगों ने विज्ञान और ज्ञान को अलग नहीं माना। तत्व ज्ञान, अब 6 दर्शन हैं, 6 दर्शन में 3 दर्शन भगवान के बारे में कुछ नहीं बोलते। वो सिर्फ अणु, परमाणु, तत्व, इनकी बातों करते हैं। न्याय, वैशेषिक, सांख्य, सब दर्शन। योग में भी एक ही सूत्र ईश्वर के बारे में, और ईश्वर का भी डेफिनेशन इतना सुंदर दिया। भौतिक विज्ञान है, योग भी भौतिक विज्ञान है। योग मन के बारे में जानना, चेतना के बारे में जानना, बुद्धि के बारे में जानना, सब साइकोलॉजी है पूरा। तो ये एक दूसरे से शादी करने की बात ही नहीं, एक दूसरे का ही अंग है। एक आंख हो तो दूसरा कान है। हाँ, मैं तो ऐसे ही मानता हूँ। हमारे यहाँ देखिए, कभी भी स्पिरिट ऑफ इंक्वायरी को दबाया नहीं, विमर्श या विचार को कभी नहीं मना की। हमेशा बोलते आए, आपको जचा रुचा आपके तर्क संगत हो तो स्वीकार करो। यही तो बोलता सही। विज्ञान क्या है? तर्क संगत हो तो तभी स्वीकार करेंगे। विज्ञान का पहला लक्षण क्या है? अनुभव में आना चाहिए, तर्क संगत होना चाहिए, तथ्य होना चाहिए। और अपना पूरा अध्यात्म भी ये 3 सीढ़ी पर ही खड़ी है। तथ्य है, तर्क संगत होना चाहिए, और अनुभव में आना चाहिए। है कि नहीं? बताइए। अब देखिए, तत्व ज्ञान से ही मोक्ष होता है। तत्व ज्ञान क्या है? पृथ्वी तत्व, जल तत्व, वायु तत्व, अग्नि, वायु, आकाश, फिर मन, बुद्धि, चित्त, अहंकार, फिर तन्मात्र। इस तरह से चलते 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 फिर आत्म तत्व, विद्या तत्व, आत्म तत्व, शिव तत्व। 36 तत्व गिने गए हैं, और 36 तत्व इस तरह से। फिर आखिरी में शिव तत्व है, वो भी एक तत्व मानते हैं।
इसका पहला भाग था, हमारी हैप्पीनेस पाने की चाह ही एक स्ट्रेस बन जाती है।
हाँ, चाह तो स्ट्रेस बनाती है। सही बोला आपने। मगर हैप्पीनेस पाना आसान तो है। यहाँ पर आप आगे तो ये सब प्रक्रिया है। तनाव मुक्त होते हैं, दृष्टि विशाल होती है, तो हमें हैप्पीनेस के पीछे नहीं दौड़ना पड़ता है, हैप्पीनेस हमारे पीछे आता है। आई ऑफन से डोंट रन बिहाइंड फन, you know, if you catch on to knowledge, fun will run behind you. But if you run after pleasure, if you run after happiness, misery follows you. But if you are centered in wisdom, fun follows you.
गुरुदेव, जीवन का तात्पर्य क्या है? आदर सहित हेमंत कुमार।
हाँ, इसको तो जो जानता है वो कभी नहीं बोलेगा। तो मैं नहीं बोलता हूँ तो आप जान लेंगे ना। हो गया?
एक लास्ट ले ले।
ओके।
The oxygen for any organization is collection of funds. As with it, as without it, it cannot run. Suppose you get funds from Nirav Modi. Will you accept it? The end use is important. How do you resolve this dilemma?
Yes. So far, we have not gone that road till now. We have not asked anybody, and we have not collected any big donation from anyone. All our donations come from people who enjoy course, and then whatever they contribute, from that we run it. This is what we have done so far. Now, if whoever it is, even if it's a worst criminal, he comes and does his program, his mind changes, he gets benefited, and he wants to contribute, it is fine, we take it. Only and if and only they are benefited by the program, then they come, they want to offer, we say. Or if it is a CSR program, then we take it. Okay, CSR, it goes for a good cause, whether river rejuvenation and this and that. Because we are not Indian Revenue Service, we cannot survive do surveillance who has done business how, and पता नहीं कौन कहाँ पर चोरी किया है, कहाँ नहीं किया, किसने क्या बचाया. How can our organizers find these things out? You cannot, right? But if anybody, even if they are doing something wrong, if they have a good intention to do some good work, we don't want to stop it. You say, suppose someone want to help about 2,000 children for their education. Why would I say no? I say, okay, do it. शराब में वो पैसा वो खर्चा करने के बजाय वो कहते हैं हम गरीब बच्चों को पढ़ाएंगे, पढ़ाओ भाई. समाज सेवा करने के लिए, if you want to do service on the society, anybody is welcome. That indicates even in people who are not honest, there is a little spark of service, compassion. There is some good quality. You can't say someone is totally negative. No. Because it's impossible. The center part of every human being is positivity. Like the structure of an atom, the center is neutron and proton. The negative charged particle is only on the circumference. भगवान कृष्ण बोल अपिचेत्सु दुराचारो भजन्ते माम अनन्य भग साधुरेव समन्तव्य सम्यक व्यवसितो क्षिप्रम भवति धर्मात्मा. Bhagavan Krishna, Lord Krishna has said, they will also, even they have a spark, little spark of goodness in them. That spark, if it is kindled, very quickly he will also walk on the good path, right path. So do not hate anybody and do not lose hope of people getting corrected at any point of time. This is our policy and principle. Kshipram bhavati dharma. One may be, even they have a chance of becoming a nice person. See, when I was meeting the terrorists, so-called terrorists in Bihar, in Kashmir, people are telling, oh, he's the criminal number one. How would Gurudev go and meet them? I said, I can't reject anybody. If I reject them, where will they go and reform? And I tell you, these people, just a short interaction, there were tears in their eyes. They were changed human beings. The worst criminals who have caused so much problem. Same happened in Colombia. These people who have massacred, and they came down with tears and they asked forgiveness. We brought the victims' family, the victims, whose families have been affected by this senseless war, in face to face with these people. Here also we did. We brought many families who were जो शहीद हो चुके हैं आर्मी में रह के, उनकी परिवारों को यहाँ लेके आए, और दूसरी तरफ मिलिटेंट्स जो मारे गए उनके परिवार को लेके आए. We had this program here, स्नेह मिलन, पैगामी मोहब्बत. You should have seen that day. There was not one dry eye. Everyone had a wet eye. Because these people, first they didn't know the other is coming. They came here and they found out their enemy is right in front of, or the family of their enemies are there. And then they forgave. क्षमा. भाई क्षमा हमारा स्वभाव में होनी चाहिए. If we cannot forgive, then we are at loss. So we must have that quality of forgiveness blossomed in us. Then, you will see that you create an atmosphere which is life transforming. And they both, the victims, both were victims. For a few minutes there was such a firecracker. But then गले मिलने लगे, they embraced each other, they understood each other, and there was a totally different atmosphere. Unless we do this way, we cannot bring transformation, tit for tat, or it will be, catch 22. The chain goes on and on. I want to finish this with one more incident. You must have heard there used to be lot of massacres before year 2000 in Bihar. The Ranveer Sena on one side and Maoist Leninist CPI-ML, Maoist Leninist group. They used to kill each other, not one or two, but in hundreds. So I told one of our teacher, you go talk to them. Another teacher I sent to talk to the other group. And I asked them to come to bring them. I was in Rishikesh. So they brought them we paid their train, airfare, and we brought the groups there. Many of them are most wanted criminals. But they came thinking they would get something, some monetary gain or some help they will get. The CPI-ML people came because they thought, oh, there will be many Russian devotees will be coming there, and their ideology was Lenin and so. But when they came to Rishikesh, they both discovered the other were there. My goodness! But they had come to that place. Those days there was no immediate train for them to rush back. They were stuck there. Interestingly, on that same advanced course, there were a very senior police officer. And a very senior judge of the Supreme Court. No, there is most wanted people are sitting there in the course in front of me. Now it's a dilemma for me. I know they are criminals. One person has murdered many people. He is wanted. Police officer is also there. So, and the judge, so I asked the judge, if I don't inform, I will be also part of that. So I spoke to the judge. See, this is a problem here. What? I know these people are there. They have come with great effort. Of so many days of effort, these people have come. And when they go back, there is a chance of them in transforming that whole group. But if they are caught by police here, that's it, our job will be finished. We cannot do anything further. You know what the Supreme Court judge is? A very wise person. Gurudev, you don't know who they are. Let's keep it like that. They have come as devotee, they are doing course and they are going. You don't know who they are. He was laughing. I also had a good laugh. Yes, I don't know who they are. Though I know I don't know. So I tell you, there is also a video, you can sometimes watch that, how those people confessed what they were doing was wrong and they will not do. Now they will spread love and brotherhood. They will change the whole scene. And they did it. After that, there was not a single massacre. That Ranveer Sena guy is completely transformed. And he became a teacher also. So we have many such reasons, many such examples like Angulimala turning into Bodhisattva in Buddha's presence. We have heard these stories in our history. But this is something that happened practically. 2000, it's before 2000. I think 1998 or 99, something like 97, 98. Those are the days when this work happened. After that, 1,000 Maoist terrorists, these Maoists, Naxalites, 1,000 of them laid down their arms. We conducted program in Latihar jail, and these people formed a party. They came to mainstream. I gave a call, drop the bullet and come to ballots. And since then, Jharkhand had very peaceful elections. Before that, you would have known that when you open the history. Now, why this has not been publicized? There is a reason. I don't want to put my volunteers who are working on the ground at risk. So we kept this whole thing very quiet operation. Because our people are working everywhere. And if they know Art of Living has done this, there are vested interests who would cause harm to our teachers and volunteers. So you were not a it has come in media, in small, in local medias at those time, but those days there was no social media, and we never went much into television. So it was done very quietly. For us, the job has to be done, not publicity about it. But the job is what is most important. It happened. It happened. Since then, I myself visited Latihar jail. You know, there the IG of poor IG, when he met me, he had tears in his eyes. Gurudev, I lost 15 of my policemen. We don't know how to control them. And after that, we took on this project of reforming. देखिए, एक तो शासक होते हैं, दूसरे सुधारक होते हैं. एक शासक सुधारण नहीं ला सकते और सुधारक कभी शासन में नहीं जाते, मगर दोनों साथ में काम करना पड़ेगा. यह आवश्यकता है. अच्छा, it's quite late. Now let's do a short.
Gurudev, there is one request from the Northeast. It's not a question, but a request for you. Can I read it?
Okay.
This is from Dr. L.R. Bishnoi, IPS, Special DGP, Assam. Namaskar, Gurudev. Northeast India in general and Assam in particular shows a discernible decline in insurgency. Education and development started gaining momentum. Gurudev, you have set up Shri Shri University in Orissa. Is there any plan to set up such university in backward regions of Assam? Shri Shri School of Yoga also we would like there to tap the potential of the youth.
Certainly, we can do it. We'll do it. So let's sit comfortably and we'll just a short 5 minutes we'll do some meditation. Before dinner. Huh? Dinner हो गया क्या? नहीं है ना? चलो. हाँ? Intellectual dinner. Let's sit comfortably. आंखें बंद करें. Just become aware of a tiny dot in the center of your chest, deep inside. And become aware of the vast space all around you. चेहरे में एक मुस्कान रहे. एक बार ओंकार का ध्वनि करते हैं. सांस लीजिए. फिर एक बार करते. Become aware of the vast space all around you and above you. and just be with whatever sensations are there in the body. कुछ भी होता रहे इस वक्त तो सबको रहने दे. तनाव है तो तनाव को भी रहने दीजिए. किसी चीज को ना भगाना है ना बुलाना है. इस वक्त जो कुछ भी है स्वीकार कर. तनाव है, तनाव रहने दीजिए. और अनंत आकाश है, विशाल गगन. Just become aware of the vast space and let the mind expand more and more. And let go of all your efforts. इस वक्त ना कुछ करना है ना ही कुछ जानना है. This moment there is nothing to do and nothing to know either. Just let go. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Let go of all your efforts. There's nothing to do and nothing to know either. Just be and let go all your efforts. अब ध्यान को भी छोड़ दें. ध्यान करना है ये भी छोड़ दें. Let go of even wanting to meditate. Just let go, even meditation. As you let go everything, you see how the brain and the head is relaxing, expanding. Our mind relaxes and expands. Just let it be. Nothing to know and nothing to do this very moment. Let go, relax. Om Shanti, Shanti. And slowly and gradually you may open your eyes. धीरे धीरे आंखें खोल सकते हो. अच्छा लगा? ठीक है ना? हाँ, फिर डिनर कर लीजिए. आपका अनुभव आप फिर बाद में करते. किसी को अपना अनुभव बताना है? कल करते हैं फिर. हाँ, अभी तो टाइम हो गया. एक भजन कर.
नारायण नारायण जय जय गोविंद हरे. नारायण नारायण जय जय गोपाल हरे. जय जय गोविंद हरे. जय जय गोपाल हरे. जय जय गोपाल हरे. जय जय गोविंद 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 हरे. जय जय गोपाल हरे. नारायण नारायण जय जय गोविंद हरे. नारायण नारायण जय जय गोविंद जय जय गोविंद हरे जय जय गोपाल हरे
जय जय गोविंद हरे